Good morning, my friends. So, this is lecture number 4 on polynomials. Okay. So, where did we leave it in the last class? We left it by plotting a quadratic equation on graph sheet. Okay. So, now let us move forward and plot a cubic equation or cubic polynomial on a graph sheet. Okay. So, for that, I'll just take a cubic polynomial. Let us say y is equal to x cube, okay, minus 4x. This is a cubic polynomial which we have got, and we are expected to put it on a graph sheet or plot it on a graph sheet and thereby find the roots of the quadratic polynomial. Okay. So as before, we will make a table here. X and this is x, this is y is equal to x cube minus 4x. Okay. So let's start plotting it. Let us first take let's start completing the table. Minus 3. So what happens is this becomes minus 27. You all agree with me? Minus 27 minus plus 12. Correct? So minus 27 plus 12 is equal to minus 15. Let's take x is equal to minus 2. What happens? This becomes 8. 8 minus 8. 8 plus 8. 16. Minus 8. This is 0. Because what happens if I take minus 2, this becomes minus 8, right? Correct. Plus minus 4 into minus 2, that is plus 8. So it becomes 0. Now let's take x is equal to minus 1. What happens? This becomes minus 1 plus 4, that is equal to positive 3. If x is equal to 0, this becomes 0. This minus 0 is 0. X is equal to 1. 1, it becomes 1 minus 4, that is equal to minus 3. 1 minus 4, right? Okay. X is equal to 2. This becomes 8. 8 minus 8, it becomes again 0. Right? You getting my point? This becomes, let us assume x is equal to 3. So this becomes 27 minus 12. That is equal to 50. Now let's start plotting it. Okay. Y minus y, x minus x, okay. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, I'll go up to 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He'll go up to 10. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. This is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, minus 7, minus 8, minus 9, minus 10. Okay, so let's start plotting it. For x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to minus 15. Okay, a little problematic here. Let me extend it. I hope this will not be visible. I think this will not be visible. So let's friends, let's start plotting from here. Okay, I'll just strike off this. So x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0. For x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0. That means this point. I am talking about this point. I will just encircle. I'll just put it like this. So this is minus 2, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0. Now x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 3. X is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 3. So this point. Okay. X is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. That is equal to this point. Right? X is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 3. X is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 3. So this point. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. X is equal to 2, y is equal to 0. That is equal to this point. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 15. X is equal to 3, y is equal to 15. Randomly I'll take this point. Okay. So what happens when you start plotting it? Okay. Let's say minus 3 and minus 15 also we will plot it somewhere here. Minus 3, right? So I'll plot it. Till here it is visible. Okay. So this graph, something comes like this. It goes up. Like this. Okay. So this, on this line itself, you should write y is equal to x cube minus 4x. You are getting my point? Okay. Now we see here that this was a cubic polynomial and it has intersected x-axis at 3 different points, right? That is your this point, and this point. I will just encircle it. This point, and this point. The coordinate on these points, coordinate of x-axis on these points are the roots of this quadratic polynomial. So first, the first coordinate is minus 2. So x is equal to minus 2 is one of the solution. Now x is equal to 0. X is equal to 0 is another solution. Now x is equal to 2 here, right? X is equal to 2 here, right? So x is equal to 2 is another solution. So from this graph we conclude that this cubic polynomial has got 3 roots, namely minus 2, 0 and plus 2. Correct? Okay. So this was how we plot a cubic polynomial on a graph sheet. This is, by the way, this parabola, this is again a parabola, we call it as a cubic parabola. Okay, thank you. Now, so friends, we have seen that how do we plot a linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and a cubic polynomial on the graph sheet, and then how to find out the roots of these equations, roots of this polynomial from the graph. Now we will take a cubic polynomial. Okay. So the standard form of a cubic polynomial is like this, my friends. F of x is equal to x cube, okay, plus ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus b. This is the standard form of a cubic polynomial. I am going to derive the formula, or not the formula exactly, but I am going to derive the relationship between the roots and the coefficient for a cubic polynomial. Okay, again an important concept. Okay, please pay attention here. Let's get going. Okay, so this is standard form of a cubic polynomial. Let's say the 3 roots are alpha, beta and gamma are the 3 roots, okay, for this cubic polynomial. Now when we are given these 3 roots, what does it signify? In the previous classes we have seen that if alpha is root of a polynomial, then x minus alpha is a factor of the polynomial. We have seen that. Similarly, x minus beta is again a root of the polynomial. Similarly, x minus gamma is also a root of the polynomial. Okay. So what do we do here is that we write x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, okay, and introduce a constant here which is equal to your original polynomial. Is this visible on the board? Yeah, okay. So ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Right? Now we expand this. So taking k here only, k and keeping k here only, x minus alpha. What we do is that first we open up this bracket. Okay. So let me just do it like this. So it's a fairly simple multiplication. So this into this, x square, this into this, minus beta x, this into this, minus alpha x, this into this, plus alpha beta, okay, into x minus gamma. Right? Now we open up this as well. This into this, x cube. Now this into this is nothing but minus beta x square. You are able to follow me? This into this, minus this is alpha x square minus x alpha beta. Now multiplying with this, minus x square gamma plus this into this is nothing but this becomes minus into minus is plus, right? So this becomes beta gamma x. This into this, it becomes plus alpha gamma x, plus this into this, it becomes minus alpha beta and gamma. You got it, my friend? Right? Now we will try to collect the like terms here. Okay. So let's go it in one more step. X cube, is there any other x cube? No. So x cube. Now coming on to the square terms which are having the power of variable as square. Okay. So this term, I'll just write it here. This and this. Okay. Now let us say if I take x square common here, minus x square. So this becomes alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay. So this is dealt with, this is dealt with, this is dealt with. Okay. Now coming on to the terms which are having only x as a variable. So that is equal to your this term and this term, right? So now I take x also common here, minus x also common here. So here I am left with alpha beta plus beta gamma plus 1 second, my friends. I think it should be plus here. 1 second. Hold on. Where did I get this term from? So x cube, x square. This. Sorry, my friends. This is plus. Okay. So what you take common here is plus. Okay. Plus alpha into gamma. Okay. Now the terms which are having x is also dealt with. Now only the constant term. The constant term is minus alpha beta. Minus use it. Right? So this can be written as k x cube minus k x square alpha plus beta plus gamma plus k x alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma minus k alpha beta and gamma. Okay, till here the board is visible. Okay, so this is the thing. Now what we do is that I will basically have to rub certain things off here. So I'll rub all this. I'll rub this also. Now I will write this also. I will write in the bold letters here. Okay. So this is let me say ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Now my friends, pay attention here. Okay, see, coefficient of x cube here is a and coefficient of x cube here, okay, is x. So what does it signify? It signifies that, sorry, coefficient of x cube is k. So a is equal to k. Correct? Now coefficient of x square here and coefficient of x square here, here it is b and it should be equal to minus k into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Right friends? I am just equating the coefficient of these two things. Okay. Now coming on to this term, coefficient of x here should be equal to coefficient of x here. So c is equal to k into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. Right friends? Okay. Now coming on to the last term, this is a constant term, so d should be equal to minus k alpha beta and gamma. Right? Now what happens is, since a is equal to k, okay, so I substitute it here in this. I'll just use another this thing. So b is equal to minus a into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay, here c is equal to a into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. Okay, here d is equal to minus a into alpha beta gamma. Okay, right? So now what we can do here is, see, if I bring this side, this becomes minus b by a is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma, right? If I bring it here, this becomes c by a is equal to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma, right? If I bring a this side, this becomes d by a is equal to alpha beta into gamma, right? So these are the different relationship between the roots and coefficient of a cubic polynomial. Let me just highlight with a different color. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. Friends, you all are expected to remember this. Okay, it's not about by hearting it. You basically can derive it also, but it consumes time. Okay, so since we have come out with this, now let me write a normal generic form of a cubic polynomial. Okay, so how do we do that? I'll have to basically rub it off, friends. So I'll just wait for a few seconds. If you want to actually make a note of it, you can do that. Okay. Okay, friends. So since this is not an interactive class, so basically I don't know whether I should further continue just now or I should wait for some time. But let me just move forward. Okay. So now, friends, the thing is, if you know the roots and the if you know the roots, then how do we write a cubic polynomial? Okay. So it is something like this: x cube, okay, minus alpha plus beta plus gamma x square plus x into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma minus alpha beta gamma. This is how you can write a cubic polynomial once you know the roots of a cubic polynomial. So in the examination, if the roots are given to you, basically you can use the roots like this. Alpha, beta, gamma are the three roots, and you can formulate a cubic polynomial. Which polynomial will have those three roots which has been given to you? Okay, friends? Yeah. So here we are. So just to put it in another way, okay. So alpha plus beta plus gamma, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus of coefficient of x square, right, by coefficient of x cube. So sum of the roots of a cubic polynomial is this. Now let's come to alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. This is equal to coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube again. Now product of the roots alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus of constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Coefficient of x cube. Has it come? Yeah, it is. Okay. Thank you so much. So these are the three relations of a cubic polynomial in terms of roots. In the examination, you may be asked either to find out the roots of a cubic polynomial, or you will be given the roots of a cubic polynomial and you are expected to formulate the cubic polynomial. Any one of the situations can arise to you. Okay? Now let's take a simple question. Verify that three roots, that is 3 minus 1 and minus 1 by 3. Cubic polynomial is 3x square minus 5x. F of x minus 5x minus 11x minus 3. So this is the cubic polynomial which has been given to you. You need to verify that these are the three roots for this cubic polynomial, and verify the relation between its zeros and coefficient. So that is also the part of the question. Now, since these three are the roots, we know how much alpha plus beta plus gamma, okay, is equal to how much, friends? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to coefficient of x square. This is sorry, have I made a mistake? Yeah, I have made a mistake here. 3x cube plus 5x square. I'm so sorry. So here alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to how much? Coefficient of minus the coefficient of x square, that is minus of minus 5, divided by coefficient of x cube, that is 3, that is 5 by 3, right? So alpha into beta plus gamma, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to coefficient of x, that is minus 11, divided by 3. Okay, alpha into beta into gamma are nothing but minus of constant term, that is equal to your minus 3 divided by 3, that is equal to 1. Correct? So now using these three things, can we formulate the cubic polynomial? Yes, we can. Okay, how do we do that? Alpha plus beta plus gamma, right? Okay friends, let's not go this way. Let's make it a different approach here. Okay, let's take a different approach. Okay, altogether. So this is 3x cube minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3, right? So we need to actually factorize this, but as of now I don't think we will be able to do that. So I'll give you a hint how is basically you can do that. Oh, time is going up. Okay, so friends, let's do one thing. Let's take this up in the next class, that is your polynomials lecture number 5. Okay, so wherein I will be solving this problem, okay, as well as I will be taking assorted questions on polynomials. Assorted in the sense it can be either a linear or a quadratic or a cubic, but not a graphical representation. Okay, solving those polynomials and finding out the roots and verifying the relation of zeros and coefficient of the polynomials. So all these examples which I will be taking in the next class will be pretty difficult. Okay, the main idea behind this is that when you come back to the next class, be little prepared for to handle certain difficulties or to handle some tricks of the trade here. Okay, so till the time we meet next, friends, wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye bye.